got some moves, Jacob?
Let's have it.
It was only a matter of time until the Journey became like a stadium rock band. I mean, hang on, isn't there a band called The Journey?
It's just Journey.
I don't stop believing.
I can't wait for Journey to come back and do our reunion tour and just start doing progressive house.
And take us to court.
And the Journey will warm up for Journey.
Yeah, Jacob and Tom's Journey to jail.
It's Coburg of late.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our first ever guests on the show. Their mothers know them as Tom Evans and Jacob Malmo, both prolific Melbourne DJs in their own right, joining forces to combine progressive house with melodic techno and their own unmistakable brand of Australiana. They were nominated for the Age Music Victorian Electronic Artist of the Year. They've played Pitch, Rainbow, Strawberry, and now they join us here in the garage tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for The Journey!
Doof, doof, doof in the air tonight. House music from home never felt so right. Now your neighbors awake in the 3058. It's Coburg of late.
How you going, fellas?
Well, thank you.
Sorry, I was born in a tent.
Look, I'm very well. Thank you for having us here, you beautiful man.
You're a beautiful man, Jacob. You're completely sober right now, aren't you?
Right, yeah, of course.
Fantastic. And you, Tommy, you've recently hurt yourself, is that right?
I've pinched my back.
Fuck, all right, are you doing okay?
No, I'm getting there.
Think you'll get through the next hour?
Yeah, I'll be right in a couple of hours, I reckon.
Oh, good. What's The Journey up to these days?
Mate, we've been pretty busy. Tom, where have you been? You've been home away from home and a little
Yeah, I'm currently living at 3 places. So
Yeah.
I've got my mum's in Meatong, my
Are
partner.
you paying the rent on any of them?
No, one. My girlfriend's in Brighton. I'm in Williamstown.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I've been rotating between that with the studio in the back of the car.
Yeah,
It's been
cool.
great.
Yeah, it has been a nice little reset, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We were, as much as we were starting to really get quite busy before COVID, it's enabled us to really knuckle down, and the output of music has been great.
Bit more time for production as well.
Yeah, and learning stuff in the studio as well. Like I've really focused on my flaws in the studio, and I think it's paid off. I think
It's definitely paid off. You sent me some of your stuff, a private SoundCloud link, and there's about 11 tracks in there. There's some serious fire in there.
yeah, it's good. We've sort of gone across a range of genres.
The Journey's going into pop music now.
Oh, it's sort of. It's just
Like Katy Perry, Tom and Jacob.
You don't know. Things could happen, you know.
No, it's just I'll start a record and I'll have the idea of taking it here and it ends up here and it's
Great.
just yeah.
Is that
That's the journey.
Is that generally what happens? Do you set an intention and something completely different happens? Is that the genesis?
He'll give me a reference and it'll just be completely different. Like
And he'll send it back to me, and I'll be like, well, it's good. This doesn't. Yeah.
nothing like that.
But it sounds like us, you know.
Yeah.
Like
But generally
I think we've enabled to create a sound that is, you know, niche to us. And,
And I think it does. Like we can go a bit more accessible, and it seems to gel. So it's not that we want to try and be super cool. I think it's like
Yeah.
You do a good job of being super cool, but
I think we just.
Do we look good now?
yeah, you look great. Make sure I get the good angle.
If it's if it sounds like us, we're happy. I think so. It's not. I don't really want to be pinned down to one particular genre, but I mean, we seem to across.
Well, when we started, we were very adamant that's how we wanted to be. We didn't want to write a certain pigeonholed.
Sure.
Like a super picture or something like.
Yep.
You don't know what's going to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at sort of all the new tracks we've got at the moment, there's maybe like 3 that are very similar, another 3 that are very similar,
Yeah.
but they're all really different.
They're all super different. There's some big club stompers in there. One of the tracks gave me a full-blown spiritual experience.
And we really enjoyed that. Cal was out for a run, and he should be writing up blurbs for our tracks.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what we're going through today.
Sure.
Because this is the first ever episode of Coburg Up Late. By the way, thank you so much for being a part of it.
It's great. Great to be here.
It's funny. It's like I'm doing a hype as if there's an audience here, but there's just 2 fellas holding camera. Yeah. And Melly, if you can just be the audience today. By the way, Johnny, the Journey's here. You've been around some interesting audiences, Jacob. So we're going to do a 60-minute back-to-back set.
Beautiful.
It's going to be 2 for 1. You'll play 2 tracks, I'll play 1.
Lovely.
You'll be opening and closing, and I'll be following your lead.
Have been enjoying your own little live streams of late.
Oh,
okay?
thanks, mate.
Nice tasty music.
Oh, well, actually, I've pinched a lot of your tracks. I'm perfectly honest. Speaking of your tracks, are you going to be playing any of your own material today?
Yeah, we've got a few. We've got one called. This goes back to a name that Tom originally wanted.
I don't even know what you've got planned.
He originally wanted to call ourselves The Gift. I thought it was a little bit
That was
arrogant.
a joke.
No.
That's like calling yourselves The Secret.
Yeah, well, there's a new track called Secrets coming out.
No shit.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, we've got a new one called The Gift, which we look like we're going to have a very high-profile vocalist on, which we can't give too much of our ear yet.
Can you use Cockney rhyming slang to tell everybody perhaps allude to maybe who that vocalist is?
I would say it rhymes with a Mario Kart character.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's really good. Well done, yeah.
I've got an hour to work out. Princess... No, it's
I might write it down for you.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, without further ado, take it away, fellas. Open it up. We've got an hour with the journey. Very honoured to have you here.
Thank you so much for having us.
No worries.
Thank you for being here. It's been amazing. and the spread pre-hand was amazing.
Thank you very much. I'd like to shout out my girlfriend Rebecca May for doing a little spread for the fellas.
Thanks, Beck.
Stand by with a microphone and commentate. Feel free to, if you want to join me as well, Tommy. Who usually plays the first track? Grab a microphone, mate. There's 3 here.
It depends where we are. If we're at a festival, we rock, paper, scissors. Club, and he just generally says me.
Yeah, I don't...
Really?
I don't really mind though, but I get a bit, it's almost like an ADD thing or something. I'm undiagnosed, I think. But,
I'm undiagnosed as well. But you definitely have it, right?
No, but it's like I can't do with him playing 2 tracks in a row. So if he plays the first track, then he has to mix the second one. So
Gotcha.
So I'll generally start because I don't care.
Yep.
But he must. Sometimes.
Do we have a side? I'm usually right.
I'm generally on the side with 2 CDJs.
Yeah. Because he's just, ripping it up.
My ego would make me. I'd want to play first each time.
Yeah.
Like I can't compete with you saying that you don't care. I'm like, what do you mean? The opening track. That's like the only track I plan.
Oh no, I mean,
well, that's probably a part of why I play as well.
Yeah, it's not that I don't care. That was a bad choice.
It's undiagnosed ADD.
De todos los tiempos. Que me da pistas de lo que soy.
Tommy, describe your friendship. You're amused by that, Jacob.
It's definitely a brotherly. We bicker like brothers.
Lovely. What was the genesis?
Not sure.
Well, literally, we share a mother. I see a lot of shit stirring between you.
we give each other a... If you were to jump on Facebook and see the way that we talk to each other, you would think we hate each other.
That's why I fully wasn't sure whether I needed to bring security guards to tear you off each other today.
But it's all an act for the fans.
What a great act. CAVEGE Upload providing an insight into the act, a peek behind the curtains of the journey.
I think you would agree with me. People on social media take things a little bit too seriously these days.
Yeah, I probably would agree with you there, Melly.
Yeah, like I'll have a dip at him and then I'll message him going, this will be good.
You're also two of the most Australian people I've ever met, which surely, I'd love to know, like, so you've toured Europe twice, you've got to do your third one this year. I imagine you'd be quite popular amongst your cool European DJ mates when you're dropping your Australian bombs, Jacob.
Well, I've got a bit of a story there. We were at Sisyphus in Berlin. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Best nightclb I've ever been to. I did about 20 hours there. I'm sure you've topped that.
That's hard to say. And this big German bloke come up and he was like, oh yeah, Outback Techno, yeah. Wow, that's great.
How important is Australiana to you? Like musically, culturally?
I mean, it's great. There's so many good sounds in Australia. So
Totally.
it's a special country. We've got a track at the moment which we'll be playing during this set, which features one of the most prolific Australian instruments.
Considering I know of one Australian instrument, I'm looking forward to hearing it. It's the kazoo. Considering Tom's had his back, you and I need to make up for 3 people worth of dancing today. Are you much of a dance floor demon? Is that your vibe? You like a boogie?
I enjoy the dance floor. Although, you know, like being in this industry and, you know, as a DJ who's in clubs a lot, you tend to get stuck in the green room sometimes.
Yes.
And those times that I don't do that or get stuck in a 4-hour conversation with someone.
Yeah, from 1 hour.
Go out and be like front and center to some of my favourite DJs.
Yep.
It's always the best night of my life. And I always think to myself, why do I not do that more often?
So do you think that because DJing's been part of your work for so long that it's taken out like the core element of what it is, which is for dancing and fun, you know, like
it definitely does. Like I think you sort of you go out that much and then you're like, when you actually go onto the dance floor, get into the vibe and really get into it.
Yeah. Do you guys have to make a concerted effort? Do you ever just go out?
No, I don't.
Yeah. You wouldn't get many opportunities for that though, would you? Because there's that. Oh.
Yeah, who would have thought going to bed early and
You're an early bed guy.
shocker.
I'm proud of you,
I'm
mate.
a shocker.
There's actually been images of you going online of you've passed out halfway through Lock, Stock and 2 Smoking Barrels.
I know. Embarrassing.
Am I up, by the way?
Yeah, you're up. You're up.
Lovely. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your song selection while I was talking about this happening?
So this first one that we played is called The Song of Dolores. It's by an artist called SHAI. Recently come across this artist and a very range of stuff, some Afro stuff, deeper, and this one's a new YOTTO record that
Say it, mate. This is about honesty. Let it out. I think I accidentally shit-canned T-Rec in a taping earlier.
Oh,
Forgetting that he's probably going to be watching it.
That's not a guy you want to see.
No. What I meant to say is I really love what you do, Tarek.
I love you, Tarek. You're a great guy. Even though you gave me a lot of shit over the years.
He's giving me a lot of shit too. Actually, we're just giving it back to you, mate.
He's always lovely to me.
Yeah. Because you're an idiot. Because you're a bully and he's a bully, so you stick together and bully us.
I'm not a bully. Only on social media.
Brotherhood, right there.
What do you got for us, mate?
Look, I've pre-prepared 5 songs, thinking that you'd probably play something within the realm that you are currently playing. So I'm pretty confident in these selections, fellas.
Ooh, right. So Tom might just get down on the ground, have a stretch in between mixes.
Well, it's good to use the space. If you get nice and deep, it looks good on camera. So we actually warmly welcome stretching, mate.
We can run you through his stretches if you like. You're stretching your piriformis right now, are you?
Tom, I saw a boogie in you then. I think you've got it. I think you've got it back, mate. You cured. It's a miracle.
I'm good. I think just moving around helps.
Jacob's on rock duty. As fucking usual.
I'm so OCD, it's not funny.
So we got undiagnosed ADD, undiagnosed OCD.
It's a good cocktail.
I don't want to see any unsolicited conversations off microphone, fella.
I was just saw the track that you're playing. Friend of ours, actually.
Give us a name drop, and maybe you can introduce then, mate. Go on.
No, you introduce. It's your track.
It's a fella named RAFAEL CERATO, where up until this point it's just a name on a screen for me, but maybe you know something more about him.
Well, our latest single, Chasing, was actually released on his label, and he remixed one of the tracks.
By the way, Chasing is fantastic. You had vocalist Stace Cadet on board as well.
Yeah.
But you've been working with him for a while, is that right?
Yeah, me and Stasi have worked together for years, so across a number of different projects. So it's always been good.
Very talented man he is.
And did you say this RAFAEL fella remixed a track of yours?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just picked this song. Hang on.
I love this record.
We're unsure of the democracy in COVID of whether you can use each other's headphones.
Well, I mean, ears are pretty good, aren't they?
I think ears are fine.
Ears are fine.
We have sanitised too.
No one's ever heard of ear infections. Hang on.
I mean, I've got mild tinnitus, but
I've got heavy tonight.
yeah.
You've got heavy tinea.
I got heavy tinnitus the nighter.
Yeah, baby.
I first heard this song when I was running, but when it dropped, oh man, I had a pretty similar moment to what I heard. What's the name of the track of yours that I lost it to?
Oh, we haven't got a name for that one. That's one with the didgeridoo.
Yes, yeah. Oh, do you reckon you might be playing that one today?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, we haven't even got a name for that.
Cool. Just, I noticed it had your name in it, which I thought was pretty self-indulgent. But I realised now it might have been a working title.
Self-titled.
So how do you get involved with a fellow like Rafael CERATO? What's the... Because Jacob, I happen to know you're a DJ booth slut, aren't you? Only because I was...
Horrible.
Okay, why?
I have to be in the booth. No, I work as a touring agent as well for Thick as Thieves.
Yep. Thick as Thieves doing some wonderful things as well. About to raise some money for Fred Hollow's Foundation for doing the Great Ocean Road Marathon.
Yes.
We'll talk about that later.
Yep, we will. But yeah, so basically...
Why are you a slut is the question.
I like it in the booth. There's drinks there and it's away from people.
And cold and free is his favourite price.
Cold and free is a good price. But no, Raphael's an artist that I work with and brought out to Australia. And
Cool.
so we sent him this record and he loved it. And then from there he wanted to remix it as well and put it out.
That's great.
So he put it out on his label for the world and we released it through our label
great.
in Australia and New Zealand.
How's his remix?
It's great. I'll send it to you.
Send it to me. And also, can we have a moment? Can we just have a moment, fellas?
Yeah.
That's not bad, is it? Put it back out, Evans. Worth it.
Oh, it's like an old man. It's twice this year it's gone out.
Oh, shit.
This one has always been a dance floor killer.
The one coming up?
No, this
okay.
track.
What are you playing?
Now, you guys have been around dance floors enough to know what has always been a dance floor killer. I don't know. I just listen to MP3s in my headphones at home. Tommy, you've been DJing in Melbourne now for probably 15 years?
Yeah, be that. Yeah, more.
What's your relationship with the...
Yeah.
Is it 15 on?
15, yeah.
I took a punt. I took a total stab in the dark.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it a lifestyle you want to keep up? It does feel to me like you've definitely in the last few years stepped into a world of artistry beyond just...
I've definitely taken a step back from the late nights in clubs, and I think it's been better for my output musically. So I just sort of pick and choose the gigs I want to do, and I think it's been more healthy for me as well.
It's pretty cool as well that after so many years, you actually are able to pick and choose some gigs, and some pretty serious gigs as well.
Yeah, we've been pretty fortunate in that regard. So.
He's calling it fortune. It's raw talent, everyone. It's raw talent. He's just humble. He's undiagnosed day to day and humble.
This is a crack at this thing.
Hey, Mally, I love watching you equalise. So I noticed in a stream the other day, I started watching your hands. Because normally I can't take my eyes off your beautiful face. But I started watching your hands. And I don't know, you see this guy fucking EQ, it's how much are you thinking when you're doing that, or how much of it's muscle memory?
Half the time he's not doing anything.
Don't give up the cardinal rule of DJing, is don't tell people when they're doing anything.
Look, I do get hot knobs sometimes, but...
all the time.
Generally, I don't know, it's just all...
It's like riding a bike.
It's a part of the process.
It does not matter how many Proseccos I've had, I'll be the same.
Which for the record,
get better, actually.
But just for the, he's had none today.
Yeah, I have none. Yeah, today it's Sunday. Don't drink on Sundays.
It's definitely not Sunday afternoon. It's the middle of the night, the day that you're watching this.
It's live.
Yeah, this is live. we just happen to, every time you come and rewatch this, we just get in the garage again.
By the way, you will be able to repeat this on and on and on because it should be your favourite show.
Oh, Nelly! He's working for his fee, which is 5 glasses of Prosecco.
Oh, what?
Got some moves, Jacob?
Let's have it.
It was only a matter of time until the Journey became like a stadium rock band. I mean, hang on, isn't there a band called The Journey?
It's just Journey.
Don't stop believing.
I can't wait for Journey to come back and do a reunion tour and just start doing progressive house.
And take us to court.
And the Journey will warm up for Journey.
Yeah, Jacob and Tom's Journey to jail. Jacob?
I reckon on a Sunday morning at Revolver wouldn't be too bad.
You don't mind a Sunday at Revs, do you?
Oh, look, it's church.
It certainly is. I just think it's a lot more special than some people give it credit for.
I know.
You know, the way people talk about Revolver is like, oh, dirty Revs. But like, no, it's also it puts Melbourne on the map in terms of nightclubs.
I met my girlfriend at Revolver.
Fantastic. Sabine, how many years now?
4.
Fantastic.
July 17. 4 years.
Congratulations. Happy anniversary, mate.
Love you, baby.
Nice. Nice.
I'm sure, like, some of the best time of your life was spent in that lovely establishment.
Big time. I actually was thinking it'd be cool to do in the future Coburg I played live in the front room.
Oh, yeah.
That Revolver.
Yeah.
Just somehow get that off the wall.
Yeah.
Maybe ship the whole fucking thing off, like they did with the
With
Banksies.
the brick.
Yeah. Pretty savage there, Evans. What's this?
Just come across this guy actually yesterday. I was like having a little trawl out.
Oh, this is a new one for you.
Yeah, Evans was out ruining his back yesterday.
But you can't work out how you did it.
What has been a struggle for I think both of us. Well, I don't want to speak on behalf of you, but I'm pretty sure I know.
Be your brothers, you're allowed to do
we
that.
both sort of stopped looking for music a lot, like heaps of music, you know, like back in the day when you first start, you just rock, like downloading 100 tunes a day. But
I reckon since you've sort of gained more of a relationship with more labels and you get more promos, you sort of lose. You sort of just rely on that income of
music.
Promos, and so it makes you a bit lazier on people.
100%. I mean, over the years, we've been lucky enough to be connected with some pretty big labels and getting music early and stuff. So
How much of your relationship with Thick as Thieves or your like direct working there has helped the journey along their path in terms of networking and all of that?
Massively. I think networking is the biggest part of this industry.
Well, you're pretty bloody good at it, mate.
You're not too bad yourself.
Is this going to be the Coburg Upload dance? I hadn't considered that giving DJs who already have to deal with this microphones.
Oh, God.
Should just have the Jennifer Lopez
So,
headphone mic.
Andy at Bounce Audio. Shout out to Bounce for renting us these fantastic CDJ 2000 Nexus 2s. He actually suggested getting these, but forgets for just one moment that DJs have to wear earphones. It doesn't quite work. Also, I wondered how you'd feel about that as well.
I would love it. It'd be great. It was
Imagine you guys storming in then.
yeah.
Sorry,
Michael Jackson.
sorry.
All the wrongs that people put you through.
It's got a nice little floaty vocal on it.
All the rights that truly made
The
it.
problem with music this day and age is there's so much coming out. And there's so many.
People put you through.
Everyone's got a label, and we're not helping the cause with 3.
Is there anything wrong with that though?
No, I mean it's just hard to find. Sometimes. What, do you think you found better music 25 years ago when you were just getting records, or?
I think it was probably a bit easier to be original, like with your music purchasing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm right, you're wrong.
As always.
Hey, sorry, who's always right and who's always wrong? You're always right and wrong.
Always.
No, yeah.
He's right.
He is right one time.
But you've got a bit of humility, mate. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Google's my friend when I'm wrong.
On paper, I'm never wrong because I don't admit it. But
You're not supposed to say that whilst there's cameras pointing at you, eternalising your admittance.
I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
Once.
All the wrongs that people put you through. All the rights that truly made it. All the wrongs that people put you through. All the rights that truly made it.
I like what you're doing there, mate.
So, because I haven't trained on 2000s, the only way I know how to loop is the in and out.
Yeah.
There's other ways though, aren't there?
Yeah, well, you can use a touch screen.
But that's more reliable, isn't it, when you're doing that? Because if you fuck up the in or out point,
But we actually both should have had the quantize on because it sticks with the loop.
it's good that we don't have it on because we're gifted and skilled craftsmen.
Yeah, we are. This is our craft. And
What's
welcome
the
to Chrome Up.
quantize?
Jacob's very good on the old loop machine. Sometimes it frustrates me, but stop looping it.
I know.
Well, Progressive House is very indulgent in its loops. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll tend to get to a breakdown and he'll just
Loop the
and he'll
last-
just go bang like that straight in from one bar. I'm like, no! My brain was just about to go.
So is what you're saying is that your mixing doesn't always complement each other's tastes when it comes to like a journey performance?
No, I think we gel pretty
He
well.
should just premeditate me more.
Hey, you should be premeditating him more.
I generally follow Jacob's lead anyway because I generally spend most of my time writing, and Jacob does a lot of the like. He finds a lot of our other music. Does a lot more digging than I do. So I'll generally follow his lead.
Digger, if I was to categorise, and we don't have to, but like, I just really want to get an insight into the gender dichotomy. Is it more digger, more production?
Yeah, so basically, I think in a duo, right, you've got two people.
Very astute. Mally, we've all learned something
If you
today.
don't mind me saying so. And obviously, you want to reach each other's strengths. Tom's been writing for many a year.
Yep.
I'm still quite, learning quite a lot with my production skills. But I find myself quite good at programming music. Being a little bit more precise when it comes to our mixing processes.
Oh,
with tunes.
I will not fault you there, mate. I'm sick. It is
Not
so
the
precise.
mixing process, but when we're writing tunes.
Oh, literally like mixing and production.
Yeah,
right.
And a
So
few-
Tom's actually doing the writing and the arranging and the composition. You're doing more of the finishing.
Well, so basically we might sit in the studio. It's a bit hard now, Tom's.
In
In
three
three
residences.
different residences.
I mean, I imagine working in the boot of his car is pretty difficult too.
Yeah. Oh, I feel.
we had an
Turn
issue.
it on. Yeah,
Have you
anyway.
tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah, it does work. So yeah. And I suppose we don't need a manager.
Right.
Because I'm the manager.
That's great. Well, I mean, you're working with one of the most
So-
prominent bookers in Victoria, I'm
So
sure helps
basically,
out.
having an advantage of talking to. Anyway, we'll just loop that track here.
That's right. Luckily, the boys, so particularly Mally, is partial to a loop. What you're witnessing is improvisation.
There we go, people. Here at Coburg, up late.
Jacob, can you host this thing?
Callum should have said that.
I should just be here giving Tom shit.
Yeah.
I'm actually a booker for Thick as Steve.
Yeah. So going back, reversing to where we were talking about. Yeah, nice one. Worked.
Hey, well done.
This is a new work in progress. It doesn't even have a name yet, but thank you.
The working title is Winter 1. Tommy, if I'm not mistaken, you just started putting this together a few days ago.
He's a bit of a freak like that. He's like, I just had this idea. What do you reckon? I'm like, straight away, I heard this loop, like this groove. I was like, don't do much else to it.
Yeah, cool. If it's what I think it is, there's a pretty compelling vocal line coming up.
I'm not sure if have you heard this? It's got a very, well, you have.
I'm like dripping wet knowing that he's going to play right now. Sorry, Mum. I hope my mum's not up late enough to watch this show, but I plan to release it at 8 in the morning.
Oh, what time is it? Bloody late.
It's 8. It's definitely 8. Just so we can all hear, Tom's just encouraged Jacob to whip it out.
Oh, he just told me to whip it out.
Well, it is a late night show. Once again, I'm so sorry, Mum. How did this come to you, mate?
He just sent me a reference and it turned out nothing like it again.
Now, when you say James sends you a reference, what do you mean? Like he makes a demo?
Oh, well, no, like a couple of tracks that he's loving. Like, I find sometimes I get Jacob to send me some stuff if I'm really feeling uninspired.
Gotcha.
So, and that particular day I felt pretty uninspired and uncreative.
I love that uninspiration can turn something like this out, though, mate.
Yeah.
I find that in itself quite inspiring. Oh.
Yeah, and I just had this vocal and I've been wanting to use it, and I just put it in there. And
You recorded this vocal too, didn't you?
it's out of a synth.
You're kidding! You played this vocal?
It's out of a synth called Ra.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. We're giving away tricks of the trade here, mate.
Yeah. It's unreal.
So does that mean this isn't actually a language?
No, I'm not sure. It's some form of Aztecian. I need to research that before I put it out.
Stunning.
It's quite eerie. Got some like thunder samples as well.
Oh, you added thunder?
I'm still of the thought there should be a little tremolo on this vocal. And
You're not getting it.
I will get my way. Probably won't, actually.
That's because one of you is always right. The one with the Eugenius hoodie on it. Tell us a little about your record labels. Because you're not shy. There's a few going on. Forgive me for literally ruining the most dynamic part of the song.
No, that's fine, that's fine. I started Eugenius about 10 years ago, and
Why?
I just like I've been learning to produce, and yeah, I thought it was pretty cool to have a record label, so I started it. And since Jacob's been a part of it 5 years ago, I sort of lost interest a little bit with it.
Do you mean from an administrative?
Yeah, just it didn't make any money, so I'd lost interest. And then when we started the journey, it sort of just became an avenue to help other local artists.
Oh, that's beautiful, mate.
Like, we don't make any money, but it's just purely. Now we got Valiant as well, and we've
And there's actually stylistically there's differences between Eugenius and Valiant.
Yeah, Valiant's a little bit more accessible and more house orientated, whereas Eugenius is a little bit more techno prog.
Do you put your music out on your own labels?
Sometimes, yeah. No,
But you actually recently got you just got a new signing, didn't you?
Yeah, we just we signed a new one. We'll play that as well. Are we? I don't know. To Stillboard Talent.
What was that?
Are we going to play Drainpipe?
So this is, yes.
Oh, we are.
this
You're
is
playing it now.
Currently about a minute in.
Oh.
Yeah, so we just signed this to Stillboard Talent. For the
Oh, this is the one that got signed?
Yeah.
Can I give any spoilers? Because I've heard this.
Yeah.
I'm big on this one.
Go
Big,
be live.
all I want to say is I seem to remember this, of all of the tracks that you sent through, this is the big club stomper.
Yeah, it's big.
With the Patrice Baumel-esque, the way that you suspend the energy.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
You actually said it's sort of, like Receiver, was it?
Yes.
Receiver.
Yeah.
That was the inspiration.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So I didn't send him that of inspiration.
Sometimes you are legitimately inspired.
He just doesn't listen to me, you see?
Well,
Genuinely inspired.
if it's any consolation, Evans, you generally inspire me. I say that with a straight face, mate.
Yeah, so I think this will come out in December.
Stillboard Talent, is that Koletsky's label?
Yeah.
Unreal.
After you, sir.
It's very hard to follow a track like this, boys.
If anyone can do it, DJ Be Kind to Other People can. It's a lovely name, actually.
It's amazing.
Thank you, mate. I don't believe it at all. You should all be cunts. I only decided yesterday I tolerated swearing on the show. Really leading into it. Time until your
So I got a bit
breakdown.
of a story about this one. We were meant to, we just actually signed this week, and
Congratulations, by the way. That's a huge achievement.
they're asking for a remaster, and Tom was all set to go and
Mix it down.
do a final mix down.
So where was it at? It wasn't mastered yet, or?
We were just trying to get the final mix down, polish it, and send off, and Tom wagged the studio.
You wagged the studio, mate. Your own studio.
2 days in a row.
Sorry, hang on. 1 second.
He's got to pick up 10 bits of rubbish.
Oh, that's great.
There's a kid in my school that had to pick up 10 bits of rubbish and he just ripped 5 leaves in half.
That's creative.
That's ingenious.
He's probably a CEO now.
I wagged.
You may have wagged the studio, mate, but you also created this breakdown, and this genuinely, like,
Winds up, doesn't
it
it?
fucking gets me. That reminds me of Soli. Zebra?
Were you at Rainbow that Monday?
No, but I was at Soli Saturday when you guys played.
Yeah.
I think I saw you in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Essentially, wing at the urinal.
Yeah, I think we're in a urinal.
Actually, we just, Tom was just saying off the microphone.
No etiquette, mate. Have you never done Coburg up late before?
Sorry.
Tom wags strawberry.
Don't wag strawberry, mate. I know you didn't wag strawberry. I know you actually played strawberry. You're wearing a
No,
shame.
I did not turn up on you.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The year of a booking.
Yeah.
It was a Jack Love booking though.
Yeah.
Hang on, tell me why. I need the story. What happened and why?
I ended up getting a little bit overzealous the night before. I slept through before the time I was meant to leave to get there on time.
Overzealous the night before is becoming to sound like a recurring theme, Phyllis.
Maybe that was a long time ago.
Oh, sure.
No matter
We've all
how
been-
I'm feeling, I'll make it.
Yes, there you
I
go.
think that was 2016 or something. Luckily, Dan Bentley was there to play for me.
Yeah, that was great.
It was, it was a regretful day.
Yeah. Look, no, we've all been there. It is not a short drive.
No, that's right.
I woke up with an hour. I woke up with an hour before I had to be 4 hours
Oh, was
away.
that a horrible feeling?
Yeah, I know. I was like,
No, you wouldn't have cared.
You did care. You're a caring man. You're full of emotion. You're a human being. It's beautiful. Hang on, sorry. Let's get your hand there, mate.
Thank you.
This will not be a recurring gag on the show. It happened to just be here. We've done it once. The joke's over.
it smells lovely though.
Walk around to Stephanie.
But since then, you did Strawberry, and you were wearing a Shane Warne top, weren't you? Now, is that satire, or do you genuinely love Warney? Tell me.
Oh no, I just thought it was funny.
To be fair, it is.
I think there was more comments on his top than our set, potentially. No, I mean, it was 50-50.
Well, you were dressed like a fairy.
I was...
No, which is traditional Jacob Doof attire, from what I imagine.
I was a bit leopard, crossed with some other animal.
When we put the lovely video that your partner made of us at Rainbow, there was 50% of the comments were about my Shane Warne t-shirt.
It goes to show the culture of the show, something, you know?
What I love about this track is how the beat creeps up on you. Look at this.
DAVI's he's a legend. He's another artist which I'm lucky to work with, so...
In about 13 seconds, can you tell me how you've worked with him?
There we go, 13. Professional. I know my cues.
The man knows how to count. How do you know this fella?
I've toured him 2 years in Australia, so...
Good to work with?
Great to work with. Actually, both times I was out of the country, unfortunately, but I curated the tour and made sure he was looked after accordingly.
Lovely.
And he was meant to be coming back for a festival in end of October, but it doesn't look like that's happening.
Shame.
Shane.
What do you think the likelihood is of the festivals being back at the end of the year, fellas?
It's hard to say.
Yeah. We are but musicians. We're hopeful though, aren't we?
I think some of the other states might be lucky, but
Supposedly a few people in Coburg, and like, this isn't a joke, but it's people that literally in this fucking suburb ruined it for everyone in the state.
yeah, totally. It's such a good record.
I anticipated when I programmed these tracks in that you'd probably be across them entirely. Yep.
Not all of them.
Diplomatic Evans. He's always got my back.
Melly on the hot knobs again.
I like it. It's a show. He might be on the hot knobs, but he still makes it sound pretty good, doesn't he?
Totally. This is another new one of ours as well. This was actually paired up with Drainpipe, and we've decided to separate it.
Cool.
And
Both separate A-sides.
yeah.
Will you release them with B-sides?
Well, this is the one that's going to get the vocal now. So,
Oh, great.
but it is.
Oh,
You've had an hour.
Oh, as in this is
Almost,
the vocal?
you've got 10 minutes left.
So this is a popular vocalist whose name rhymes with a character from Mario.
Yes.
Is it Ariana Grande Kong?
Close. Not really. We'll get another clue. Hang on, let me...
I had 50 minutes to come up with that joke, and that was the best I could do.
This person has sung with Superflu, was it? No.
And him. Black Coffee.
All-star cast.
Yeah. Who else? Monica. Anyway, we'll just have to wait and see.
We're just teasing it.
We want to make sure it suits the track first
Oh, I see.
before we say too much.
Yeah, that's true. Until then, we'll be alluding to Mario Kart references. By the way, who's driving your Mario Kart home?
I'm driving the Mario train, I think.
I'm absolutely not driving you back.
I already assumed this. How good, an hour goes pretty fast when you're having a good time.
I'm kind of disappointed it's almost over. Because we've got about 8 minutes left, fellas. You have permission to play as many of your own tracks in that time as you want.
Well, we're going to, I think, finish with maybe one of your favourites, I think.
Go on then.
Steam was coming out of your head when you were like...
Big time, big time. I sent them a review. I listened to it whilst I went running. And I don't know, was that a finished product at that point?
I think we've tinkered with it a little bit since then. It's popping a bit more.
So I felt all of my yang energy, which is the uppity energy, shoot through my spine and out the crown of my head into the sky during the breakdown. And just thinking about it now, it takes me back to the feeling I had on my neck. It is legit, and you're hearing it here unreleased on Coburg Up Late. This is the journey. We've had Tom and Jacob here. I'm a huge fan of your music, and I have been for a very long time.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you for coming and joining
You're
us
an
today.
absolute doll. We just said to each other, I reckon she'll be good on this.
So yeah, you should be hosting this show. I literally was about to pick up the microphone and say, these inconsiderate bastards just let each other in on a little bit of a secret. You've got it though. loosened up a bit, says Evans, consistently forgetting to use the microphone. Luckily, he can make a track.
He's back to his early 50s.
Oh no, late 60s. Oh, how's the stat? Super retro. What's coming out first? Undecided?
It's a bit of a weird one at the moment because we don't really.
Well, we've got this track that we did. The thing is, we have lots of music at the moment. It's sort of.
You've got a lot to choose from.
We're trying to keep track of it all.
That's a privilege.
We have a track that we did with a really, really talented vocalist called Haptic. He's from Sydney. And
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I knew.
He losing track. He's back to his late 60s again. He's losing his back. He's losing his marbles.
We'll let this one drop in first.
We've this is a collab we've done with another very talented friend, Andy, otherwise known as DOPPEL.
Yes.
Big. Get the nod of approval from Sam.
He likes it. Yeah, and like, been a big fan of this guy. Both have for many years. Veteran of the dub scene.
Is he from Canberra?
Yes. Have you seen him play before?
No, I haven't.
He's really good.
Oh, his production is incredible.
Yeah. Very organic.
He plays well?
He plays really well, and he's just such an amazing, lovely guy.
Oh, beautiful. They breed him well in Canberra.
And handsome. He's Canberra Jesus.
I was going to say, they don't necessarily breed him handsome in Canberra. He's an anomaly.
Yeah, he is. I'm like, what are you doing in Canberra? He's like, I like it here.
Canberra's a lovely place. I spent 20 years there.
That's right. We're very close.
We've got another dollar boy over here.
Did you ever go on holiday there?
Yeah, we used to stay in Mollymook, Milton.
Yeah, perfect.
Dollar on the other side of the highway.
Yep. Well, I'm from Mollymook, so.
But yeah, we used to have a plan.
I'll let this go.
Here comes the famous Australian instrument, the kazoo. I love that. I fully love it. He keeps forgetting. But also it's a weird thing to hash out again when you. But so I'll say, he said, yeah, it's filthy ass.
Duct tape it to my hand.
Is that real?
That's a didge, actually.
It's a recording, yeah.
So I thought when I first heard this,
That came out at the same scene as that other one.
wow.
So, I mean, look, these guys, both Andy and Tom, are very, what's the word? They know more about music theory than me. And
It's a few words, but I'll give you that, Malmo.
And I'll throw out all these ideas and stuff, you know, and get shut down pretty quickly.
Everyone needs a reference man.
No, we're not putting a magpie in it.
Yeah. Hey, I was big fan of the pan flute, and I was like,
Cuba Petey, University Brass Band, Magpie.
look at this guy.
You can't not know. How's
know.
this? Here comes that chi energy straight out the fucking crown. Let's go.
This one is built for out of Melbourne. Maybe Berlin. Outback Techno, yeah.
Well, boys, it's about time to wrap it up. I've had a really good hour with you.
I've got smile pains.
Yes, that's good. You join in back pain, smile pain. Probably headache in about 3 hours, Jacob.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
He'll treat himself to a Sunday night now.
I've actually committed
I know
myself.
that face,
I've committed myself to opening up 250 square meters of floorboard tomorrow.
Congratulations.
In half a day, though.
Wow.
For a full day's pay. It was a challenge I did when I was drunk last night.
You've been on the tools with Brian Fantana.
I have. Very
How's
good,
that
great banter.
Yeah, oh good.
Yeah.
And he's a great tradesman, isn't he?
Oh, he's a great tradesman.
Yeah.
Very good with his hands.
You wouldn't want to give him a personal endorsement on camera now to come and join the show.
I would love Brian. He can do things with the mix that not many other people can do. So I would think that getting him down here would be a fantastic idea.
You heard it here first from the journey. Once more, Tom, Jacob, love your work.
Thank you so much for having
It's been a
us.
pleasure.
Thanks for crossing the river, fellas.
No, I'm sort of this side of the river anyway.
Yeah, he's sort of
where are
west.
you?
He's
Williamstown.
west.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. I actually think that is technically this side of the river.
Yeah, technically.
Well, thank you, Jacob. For
Hey, this time you are.
I am.
Yeah, right.
I'm not this side of the
One of
river.
those guys.
One more time, give it up for the journey. Remember, whatever you do, may you do it with passion. And may we all truly endeavour to be kind to each other, the world around us, and ourselves. I've been DJ, be kind to other people. Good night.
That's so good.
That was really good.